Hey everyone, Coach Kirsten here, and I just got finished doing a run on the treadmill, and while I was running, I was thinking about how much I did not want to run, but I'm trying to run a couple days a week because that puts me closer to my goals. And so it got me thinking about when to do something that you don't feel like doing or when to not do something that you don't feel like doing. So do you listen to your body? Do you listen to your mind? How do you decide when to just shut up and do it or to honor how you're feeling? And what I was thinking about is, number one, it depends on your goals. Number two, it depends on where you are in your training. Number three, it depends on why you're feeling a certain way. And it depends on your personality and how you respond to doing something you don't want to do. So for me, and I can only share what works for me. I didn't want to do the run because I just didn't feel like it. I'm really tired. I had a really stressful week. I've been eating crappy and my energy is really low, and running for me is a super high energy exercise, a super high energy activity. So I had to think about, what are my goals? Well, I have a big race in just a few months and I want to do really well. And how important is that to me? That's very important to me. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 9 out of 10. Very important to me. So that's something I thought about. Number two, how am I going to feel while I'm doing this or after I'm doing this? I knew while I'm doing it, it would be a little bit of torture. Like my mind just didn't want to do it. And this is why I like the treadmill. Because when my mind doesn't want to run, all I do is set the treadmill on wherever I want to be, which was a really low pace today. It was something super easy for me and just did it. And this strengthens me mentally, which will help me in a long distance race, especially a run at the end of a triathlon, because nobody really wants to run after a swim and a bike. Our bodies are tired. We're like, oh, I just want this to be done with. So it's a good mental practice. It's good physical practice to move your body when it doesn't really want to move. And for me personally, I always feel really good after. So I just remind myself of that. You don't love to run in training, but you feel really good after. It's moving me toward my goals. It's benefiting me in a lot of different ways. So I always just do it. Now, if I was not really training like the last couple weeks, like last week, for example, it was kind of a recovery week. I wanted it to be my first big week for Ironman training, but my schedule didn't allow that. I had a couple things pop up that kind of got in the way of that. So I was okay with that. I let it go. I didn't stay up late to try to get a workout in. I didn't wake up at the crack of dawn like I do sometimes in my training cycle. I focused on trying to get everything done, sleeping, stuff like that. So for me, it just depends on where I am in my training cycle, what else is going on in my life, and I always make the best decision for me in that moment. So some questions to think about when you're trying to decide, do I just shut up and do it, or do I give myself a little bit of a break? So if you have any questions about this or need help deciding, I could give you guys a few questions to ask yourself. Just hit me up for some chit chat time. You can always message me here. You can always text me. I am more than happy to help. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. All right, bye.